Well, I have my two kids that attend here at Hosanna, and I have my 13-year-old. Last year, my daughter, she's not, and she didn't get the scholarship, so she is in public school. Last year, my daughter went to Northeast, which was a really good school, really good school. Well, they didn't do that this year. They took our children and they did what they wanted to do with our children. They put our children at Glen Oaks High School. They made it a middle high school. And they took our babies and did what they wanted to do. Was not prepared for these children to the least. My daughter did not, for the first 2 months of school, she did not have a permanent teacher in not one subject. No, these children had subs every single day for the first 2 months of school. They had a child brought a gun to the school. 2 weeks before that child brought that gun to that school, they had just got permanent teachers. And that child brought that gun to that school. And I've never had a problem with my daughter's grades. I've had more problems with anything else, with her following maybe like the wrong cross, but she's always been a bright young girl. Grades were dropping. How can a sub teach? How can somebody teach this day and someone else come in and try to teach the same thing? It doesn't work. They got permanent teachers 2 weeks before that child brought the gun to the school. And then that incident happened. Every last one of my daughter's teachers quit, and she did not. So in that sense, now not only is my child not getting an education, but she's not safe. And these teachers have quit their jobs because they know that they're not safe. And so what was my thing? So now my daughter no longer lives in the house with me because I have no say in where she goes. She either lives with me and she continues to go to Glen Oaks, or I try to do something else and have her go live with a relative where she can go back to Northeast High. Well, I don't feel like I'm her parent. And like everybody in here feels, if we had the money, if we were capable, if we was in the shoes where we were able to pay, if I was able to pay for my children to go to private school, that's what I would be doing if I had not a dollar left in my pocket, because I want a better education for my children. My daughter, she was in kindergarten last year. My daughter had a good teacher, and that's one thing I like about Hosanna. Not only are the teachers loving and caring and give these children the attention that they need, but they have the support of the staff to back them up, and they don't have to deal with anything in the classroom that is too much for them to handle. And when my daughter was going to a public school last year, she had a good teacher, but her teacher had no support. And my daughter gained a bit more knowledge than what she came there that first day than what she left there with the last day. Now my daughter's here, my baby is reading. The thing that I am able to afford is the private tutoring, and she works with me, and my baby is reading. Not only she reads, she's writing cursive, she's doing things and she's blossoming, and this means a lot to me because this is going to help my children come out of poverty. This is going to help my children. A program that has came along like this that wasn't there for my mother, and it means a lot to me. It really, really means a lot to me. And when the issue was brought up that this may be taken away from us, it hurt it. It hurt it really, really bad, because I love my children and I want the best for my children like everybody else here. And I would love to see my other child get into this program, and I think that it's good, and I would like to see more of it. And I just thank everyone that has a positive input with this, and I thank God. I thank you guys.